Stock market investors, welcome back to the channel. I have another SoFi video for you guys today. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. The NFL season is ramping up, so I've been super busy doing that on my other channel, the J All Day Sports Show. But since late August, SoFi has been in quite the bearish trend. Is it time to sell SoFi stock? Are we going to keep going lower into the sixes, maybe back into the fives? Or is there some relief right around the corner as interest rates start to decrease? The market's in a very peculiar place right now. The election is coming up. We're in September right now, 2 months away until the election. The debate is tonight, and with interest rates decreasing, looming on the horizon, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. And one thing the stock market does not like is uncertainty. And don't forget, September is one of the worst months of the year for the stock market. So what am I doing with my SoFi shares? Stick around for the video. If you take a look at the screen, this is Robinhood. In this little baby account, I have 230 shares. I have 4,000 total across all my different accounts. We can see August was a nice month for SoFi, man. We started the month around 650, ran all the way up to 825, and since August, it's been a bad September. Wake me up when September ends, right? One of my favorite Green Day songs. It hit 678 today, under $7 today. So where does SoFi go? Do we go to $5 or $15 over the next year? That's the question I'm trying to answer for you guys today. But if we take a look at Fintel, the line right here is the stock price. But as you can see, since April-ish of 2023, the increase in institutional ownership has been quite dramatic. We are currently over 450 million shares owned by institutional investors. That's a really good sign for the long term. What happens? It happens all the time in the stock market. Retail gets scared. They're like, I've been in this stock too long. I'm sick of not making money or losing money. That's what's happened over the last year or two, right? We saw big retail in here. Retail selling. Guess who's buying? It's not retail, it's institutions, guys. And if we look, 45% of ownership is institutional ownership. That's the highest it's ever been since SoFi has become a public company, right? So where do we go from here? I think the likelihood that we hit $15 is a way better chance than us going under $5 per share. So what am I doing? I have right around 4,000 shares now. I've been selling puts in that $6.50, $6, $5.50, and $5 range over the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months. If I have to be put the stock and buy the stock at those prices, I'm happy to buy at those prices. If not, I'm going to collect some premium along the way. And guess what? With that premium, I'm going to buy SoFi shares. Now, we're going to go back to Robinhood. If you look, this is what people on the Robinhood app are doing with SoFi stock. And man, look at, since August, look at all this retail selling. Sell, 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 sell. We've had a little bit of buying at these cheaper prices from retail. Probably a smart idea. Hedge funds haven't really been too busy. A little bit of some buys there. Insiders not really buying or selling. We don't have to worry about that too much. But if we take a look at earnings per share, we want to see this green dot, the actual, go up and up and up. And look at that, guys. We're doing pretty solid as remaining a profitable company. We're expected to do 4 cents of EPS next quarter, a big jump from the last 2 quarters. And what does SoFi do quarter after quarter? We always crush Wall Street expectations. So look for us to come in right at line with 4 cents per share or at 5 cents per share. Earnings is October 28th pre-market. And you know, when a company reports pre-market, the news is typically better than, it would be potentially after hours, right? So no company wants to report early in the trading day if the results are absolute cheeks, right? So I think it's going to be a great quarter for SoFi, so we could see a potential run up into earnings, right? September will be behind us, and we all know September is the worst month for the stock market typically every single year. So October, especially towards the end of October, we're starting to gear up for that Santa Claus rally that typically happens in December. So I could see this stock broaching $8 per share, heading towards 9, even possibly 10 by the end of the year. If obviously interest rates go down, which I think they will, and if they continue to beat Wall Street expectations. With interest rates set to come down very soon, I think we're in a potential refinance revolution. So all these mortgages that are in that 5 to 7% range, they're going to start to refinance over the next 12, 24, 36 months. And I think SoFi is going to be a great benefactor in those potential moves, right? SoFi bought Wyndham Capital, a mortgage company, and I think extreme profitability is going to come for SoFi in the next 12 to 24 months. If we look quarterly, we're just continuing to make more money each and every quarter. We ticked down in revenue a little bit last quarter, but that's because Anthony Noto and the team are being very conservative about what loans they're putting out right now. But last 3 quarters, all profitable, 47 million, 88 million, and down to 17 million. We'll have to see if we can buck that trend going forward. But when we zoom out annually, the revenue is just up and up and up and up. Revenue's up 36% year over year. Operating expenses up 15%. That's a little more than I would like. I want to see that number under 10% as we move forward. Net income up 6%. Net profit margins up 31%. Earnings per share up 75%. I really like what SoFi is doing going forward, right? So what am I doing with my shares? I'm going to continue to nibble with the profits I make from selling cash secured puts and my covered calls. I'm selling covered calls. We're at around $7 right now. So I'm selling covered calls in that $12, $15, $20 range, way far out, 6, 12, 18 months. That's what the moves I'm making right now. The balance sheet stuff is looking good too. Cash and short-term investments up 100%. Total assets up 58%. Total liabilities is also up 82%. So that's another number we got to keep our eye on. I don't particularly love that number, but overall, I think the business is doing really well. And I'm telling you, this refinance revolution is going to be huge for SoFi stock and the company, right? I think we're going to see a huge bump up once rates are announced that they're going to come down. I think the stock's going to broach $8 when that happens. And if everything goes right, we could be in that $9, $10 range as we get into earnings. Let me know in the comments below, what are you doing with your SoFi shares? Do you like these type of SoFi updates? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.